Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 11 of our Legions of Nagash campaign. In today's episode we're here to take on the number 3 faction here, Clan Moors. Seems like we're always bothering Clan Moors in our campaigns these days. Let's take them down a peg or two here with Nagash. Alright, let's get to it. We've gotten to learn the inner workings of the rats so much that you just come straight over here, set up all your artillery and get blasting. We are also lucky enough that they have no... they've got no menace below summons this time. So we can just go ahead and tear apart the towers and start getting through the gates post-haste. So go ahead and set these both up into multi-shot rounds. It seems like it does more damage to the gates. I'm gonna go Nagash as our guard. Up front, we'll do the bone golems and ghosts as the initial. If they have the ethereal trait, should be very tanky. Golems over here, we'll do carrion off on the side. Halberdiers on this end, and then Sires of Morcane and the Throne Guard, which are just Nagash as our guard, but as you can see here, they are very glittery. This is the third attempt at making this episode happen, so if I sound a little bit tired, that's 100% why. But here, look at these guys. Definitely going to stress the system out a little bit, but they're so shiny they'll burn your enemy's retina out before they even reach them. Incredible. They've got 40% physical resistance, all the other goodies that the Nagash as our guard have, and then scaling damage. I'm not sure how that works, but apparently the more hit points they've lost, the more damage they are going to do. Sounds great. We'll go ahead and grab the rest of our lads then, bring them on over. Heroes of the company. Nagash this way, the Morghast to go hunt down that enemy mage, and let it begin. Nagash, straight on in, let's send you after Warlock Master. Go knock over the gate, we'll send the Shade Haunts with you. Move with Nagash. I mean, that's glorious. They weren't even focus firing on the tower yet. Got some spells to use if we need them. We also have Sulicane if we get close enough. A spell we haven't quite got to try out. Foes are very keen on running. Blast them to bits. Go ahead and go for the Soul Stealer right away. For anyone that does want to try to jump Morghast. Wall's getting exploded nicely. Can we speed you guys up at all? Yeah, but it's not really worth it. Yes, but it's not really worth it. Warp Lightning going down, but it's too little too late there. Morghast has been caught by a couple units. Make sure it's going after Warlock Master. And in fact, I'm going to have the Screaming Skull Catapults bother those Rat Ogres. We are getting shot at by the walls. Go ahead and send the lads in. These boys can go this way. Let's actually have the Revenants of Morcane move with the White King. Knock down the walls then. You want to stay here with my Morghast, it's going to be a bad time, I promise. And then I wanted to see if the Endless Tomb, you can use it to steal points on the map, and spoiler alert, you absolutely can. So we'll summon that in and just go ahead and capture that zone. All of the skeletons summoned, they will rampage. So you don't get to control them, but I think that's fine. We'll still capture the zone all the same. Last hole in the wall for the boys. I guess these guys have decided moving in is too much work. Just come up behind the bone golems then. That's no trouble. More Warp Lightning, not hitting anyone. don't think he's close to hit him with the Sulicane. Nope. We can go for another Soul Stealer, but I don't think that's needed either. Let's save on all of our spells for now. Send the Carrion off to the side, and then... really, there's not much that they're going to be able to do for us right now. Let's bring them back over towards Nagash. Yep, Warp Lightning is obnoxious. It surely is. But he's very focused, even though he knows he's doomed. Every bit of Warp Lightning needs to go on all of our units. These Warp Fire Throwers. There's a couple more shops and the Warlock Master's gone. Lot should be able to move back in. There's too many all in the gatehouse at once here. I don't mind blasting apart these Plague Monks or the Death Runners. They tend to be very low armor. Walls are nearly exploded. Take down those Warp Fire Throwers. Make sure he's not coming back, and we'll charge in the Golems. Side there. Nagash and the ghosts followed them in. Artillery crew, let's go bother. It's the Tail Slashers of Clan Vulcan. Alright, the Lord is gone. Let's go ahead and get him after the Plague Claw catapults then. Same thing with the Carrion if we can. It seems like they get aggressively stuck on the ground, though. Alright, go ahead and move in. Extra speed for the ghosts. One golem go this way. I don't think the Death Runner's going to want anything to do with that. No matter how tough they think they are. Obliterate them. Knock this group all off their feet. Carrion Riders and the Morghast working together to get these Plague Claw catapults. You see the souls being ripped out of anyone trying to fight. Trying to fight Nagash himself. Then you two just move with Nagash through. We're moving as a blob of death now. Maybe we get some knights, summon them in here, they can run over to these Clan Rat Spears. Or just turn back around and go, oh, are they underneath? Oh, that's fun. Go take out the Tail Slashers then. Ripping your way through. It seems like they've got no leadership here whatsoever. To be fair, what they're facing is nigh unstoppable. Let's go ahead and get the Carrion out of that fight. They're definitely not rated for that. Run over those Clan Rats, let these guys flee on away. Keep taking down Natty Boobos if you can. Have the Carrion Riders go after these Skaven Slave Slings that are fleeing. They have diverted a lot of their army to come back over here to try to capture this. Oh, how sad. Well, it does work, but they remember from our last battle. Alright, forward everyone. Fighting the Skaven as always, slow and steady. Somehow the Carrion are back. Let's see if we get them in on the Gutter or the Night Runners there. Morghast hold back the Storm Vermin. Go ahead and disrupt these Skaven here. Yeah, they're just Skaven slaves. Let's go hunt down the pit fighters. Quickly now, everyone. Artillery, just go ahead and set up. Let's do the bone throwers here, and then the catapults here. They're actually taking down the Endless Tomb. Good for you. So the Endless Tomb actually has a certain number of summons before it goes away. You have 37 summons. I think it's actually 40 total. Every 2 minutes, one comes on in. Here's a better summon of Dark Riders. Go get them. Everyone else just has to move in. We'll send the Throne Guard with Nagash. Go ahead and use these guys to pull away. White King trying to go capture the zone. Use your magics to disrupt. Oh, that's not right, but it does get them off of our Morghast for a moment. He is the White King. I think our knights can handle that no problem, especially with Nagash showing up. They will cease to die. The Bone Golems go beat up those Skaven Slave Spears, and then you go up in to save our Morghast. Break them. Then you lot come back around. Bit too far extended there. Nagash will capture the zone, and if anyone wants to surround you, we'll blast them to bits. Mow them down. Let's get the carrion back in the air. The gutter runners, if anyone. Nagash is our guard, you just hold the line here. Nagash his ward save. Alright. Rip them to pieces. And those Storm Vermin are terrified, which means they will take maximum damage. These are gone. So next, up into the next capture zone. And Gash can just sit over here and absorb all of the damage. He is completely unconcerned. Blowing up the Skaven as they try to leave, although there's two behind you, so watch out for them. That's cheeky. But else advance. To cut this group down quickly now. Come on, lads. Just try to blow them up. The uncouth swine. Go capture the zone for me, Nagash, and it looks like the rats have lost their stomach to fight just in time. We claim victory. Alright, always will take more training against the Skaven. Only 17 of our own fall in the fighting. Yeah, that ability that keeps our own troops from dying, as long as Nagash is around, is insane. So as long as Nagash is out there in the battles, we shouldn't really be losing. As long as he's not down himself. That's Morgheim, one of the other places of death secured. So we've got ourselves a spiral of stone. Colossal sheets of stone laden with the corpses of those long gone are layered in concentric rings. Protect this cold, accursed place. Rather spooky thought there. We get the Revenants of Morcane as an ROR guarding the place, and we can recruit up the Skelly Warriors, Spearmen, and Zombies from here. Max here gives us the Morghasts, which are, I think, the Archive, but in monstrous infantry form. We also have the Lost Necropolis of Morcane. Okay, this is a mass open grave, a macabre sight to most, but to the necromantically inclined is a place to conjure mushroom might. 500 income, 10 research rate, extra recruit rank for necromancers, up to production, and recruit rank for crypt ghouls and crypt horrors, and then a little bit more recruitment capacity as well as some garrison. Not a bad landmark. We'll of course get our infrastructure buildings to start. Actually, take it back. We want to upgrade Nagash. What? Oh, we're just missing a little bit. Well, then that's going to be all the gold for this turn. Going towards... Really, we can't upgrade it. Oh, we're just missing a little bit.
You're mighty stupid coming to talk to me.
Yeah, I would say so. We'll talk to someone else.
Beg me for mercy, and I will consider...
I'll join your war with the Poxmakers. You give me enough gold to upgrade my pyramid. Thank you, sir. I'll see you later. Nagash. That's right. Gives us the Morghast that we can recruit directly from Nagash, as well as the Morghast Archive, which we're going to do right away. I also realize we have those glowing ghouls. What would we put them in for? Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Carrion Riders, so I'm going to go ahead and kick them out. Garbage. And then the Spirit Hosts are fairly low tier, so we'll get rid of them too. In place of some glowing ghouls. Oh dude, we also have Bone Giants. Well, we don't really need 4 bone golems here. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of the golems. Of course, we'll have to spend some turns recruiting, which I think is fine. So we'll go ahead and grab some glowing ghouls, because I'm curious to see how well they work. We need a Mortis engine too, honestly. Bone Giant. At this point, we've got a lot of artillery. We get rid of the Screaming Skull Catapult, free those up for Arkan. And then we can make sure we've got the Bone Giant and the Mortis Engine. Yes. See, now this army is goofy strong. Like I said, though, I think I only want 2 Bone Golems. I feel like gigantic undead artillery constructs are exactly what Nagash needs. We still have enough to do the infrastructure upgrades in Mordheim. Awesome. Arkan. How much is this going to change our... By 1,400. Arkan, you're just going to have to stick with what you have now. Sorry, bud.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Manfred, we need you to, instead of taking Sigmar's throne, go take Bagar. Here's what we'll do first. Just to see if there's any other armies of...
This was my plan.
Thus was your plan. See if there's any other armies of Rotgar lingering around. All is mine for more post-battle loot. And let's do so over here. That way we can try to go get Bagar nice and quick. With the Dread King, we're going to head back towards El Kalabad to do the same thing.
At once, your majesty.
We can even get some ogres, really. Man-eater pistols. Man-eater pistols are incredible. Sorry, Skelly Archers? Oh, we can't afford them. Well, I mean, that's just, tends to be how it is. We'll just grab another unit for now. Thank goodness for them being free. These Zob armies should both come in to hit El Kalabad at the same time. And we'll have you go up to meet Vlad nice and quick like. Excellent. Archon has not been moved, of course he hasn't. Let's go ahead and move to the end of our turn here, where I'm going to also tentatively save, and save our recording as well, just so we don't lose any. Let's grab the extra point into the Dark Rider so we can summon in the Hex Wraiths. Double points to Blade Shield. Meshep can become immortal and harder to hit. We've got a commandment down here in Morgheim. Let's go for income from raiding. Yeah, I quite like the Tempest of Death, so we can get out of here in a hurry. Alright, that looks good. Let's swing on down here with the Mortarch of Omens, and before I end the turn, I'm going to go ahead and quick save, and then drop the recording just for a moment, so be right back. Alright, it was a good thing we took precautions, because pretty early on in the next turn there, we do get a crash, unfortunately. So we're back, and let's see about ending the turn, and not crashing, please. Alright, Bloody Hands move on in just as we expected. I also have dialed back settings just a little bit. So trees are down to, I don't know if they're down to medium or is something similar. And I've done something with the textures on buildings so they're down to high. So they don't quite look quite as good. Makes me a bit sad, but only here for the Nagash campaigns. I try to limit our crashes. Here at El Kalabad, that's a pretty nasty force of cavalry. I mean, this is a good one for us to teach you how to use anti-cav. The other way to do it is just to do this. Oh no, the cavalry! Landmore's up to no good, and we've got the Bloodied Banner of Slayers. Well, they covered... Oh no, they just took the banner from Karakadrin. 5 leadership and 10 bonus fee large. Nice. Mortarch of a Knight has failed in his ambush, but he still brought in some baddies. We'd like to see. Oh, that's our mightiest fortress because the Pyramid of Nagash is up to tier 5. That is the fastest we've ever done that. Thank you, Nagash. We also got the Bone Colossus, a grotesque and violent necrolith, as much of a construct as it is a rock and a graveyard. I will bring that in for one of our other forces. Nagash has himself a nice squad, and putting him with all the ROR, it feels like just such an overkill, it's not even funny. In fact, the Shade Haunts are probably going to find a new house right away. And then instead of them, we can just get some more ghasts. That seems just perfect. More ghasts, and then the remnants of Morcane I'll also go ahead and send back to the pool and get 2 units of more ghasts. This is a perfect army, and probably the last one we'll do for Nagash, except for maybe switch these Bone Throwers out for the Murderous Orc of the Covenant. Can't think of the name of it at the moment. Floating Village. Let's go ahead and get into defenses, so Wellspring of Corruption. That way, even if the Skaven want to come after it, we can try to take down as many of them as possible. Looks like we've got the Wrath of the Dead, too, now. It's a grand spell, takes 10 turns to recharge. What does this do? Good armor-piercing damage, good explosion damage. Strong versus multiple. Calls upon the Black Pyramids and vast energies to enact a bombardment and annihilate anything in the area. So is it a nuke we call down? We'll have to find out. 10 turns to recharge is insane.
My master will return.
Alright, we've got 9k for this turn. Let's use it to upgrade Kimri if at all possible. Which it is not. Swap over to Soul Harvesting then for the time being. And we can do the upgrade to the Death Forge. So upgrade the walls, absolutely. Chasm of Souls gives us more post-battle loot fractured wide, and then we'll do both these others. Alright, excellent. Nagash, do we have anything better than a Dawnstone for you? The Ranger's Quiver is unlimited ammo. Which is kind of funny. The Black Periopt. Rendio's Gem of Sullen Darkness. But of course, more darkness. Well, I guess not then. I guess you're just stuck with what we have. We'll come on over to your skills, and I think we want to keep working on the Undeath, or Death and Undeath, Immortal Horror. I want to keep working through the 9 books. We're at the 2nd book. What's the 4th one? Ghouls and Zombies. We've been through this several times. Soul Blight, and then the Spirit Leech. Let's go ahead and grab the 6th book for our fights against the Lizardmen. Gosh, you don't really need the 6th book at the moment. What did that push off? The Warpstone Hunter. We already have Perfect Vigor, so the Undead Bard not needed. We'll go for the Warpstone Hunter here. We don't have any zombies in this army anymore either, so we'll take that off. Cool down for spells, and we'll go ahead and take the 6th book of Nagash. The Bloodied Banner. We'll just keep Nagash with what he currently has. Arkan can have the Bloodied Banner.
More sleep grows strong.
We'll give you this 6th book as well for now, because you have a lot going on down here in the south. Alright, Manfred. Plan. We'll give you some ROR. Can't quite afford Drurthor, but we can give him Virion the Grim, which is a nasty corpse cart. The Marshlight Lanterns. Yeah, we'll go for them. Virion the Grim, welcome. Recruit a chariot. And then we'll march on Flesh here, who is so incredibly doomed, they just don't know it yet.
Destroy them.
It was a double Strozliath too. Alright. Flesh is very juiced up. Jeez, you're loud. Sorcerer, they are so corn-fed, they are just the beefiest. Our spearmen are actually, hang on now. Well, they don't have nearly the same kind of weapon strength. They're equal in terms of defense. Alright, let's pit Saurus against the Bone Boys. Alright, so against the Saurus, while we do have pretty equal melee strength, we still don't want to be dumb. So let's make us a Manipular formation. Keep it very compact. Zombies forward. Go ahead and have the archers behind in the gaps. Wizard, you say this is just a checkerboard. Indeed. The Manipular formation is a checkerboard, but it's more melee focused. Black Knights defend the flanks. Have Vargeists doing the same. Or I guess these are Vargulfs. Triple Vargulf in the back here with the Knights. Manfred to go be a nuisance. We have some extra warriors. Gashes our guard here, and extra spears on this side. Beautiful big tanky position. Look at our new ROR though. Welcome Virion. As with all these models, pretty incredible. So let's get the lads in their units, all the infantry. Missiles. And let it begin. You better be careful about who you say that to. We're gonna go for the very, very cheeky charge straight in. Activate the Master of the Black Arts and just obliterate him with a Spear Leech. Nearly in range. Yoink. Then we do have the Spirit Leech contact effect. So let's drop in on his head. So let's Prince in behind.
My dominion over all.
And Frid obliterating the Kroxagor Ancient here. Recently, we just weakened this armor. Finish him off even faster. Down he goes. Nagash was weak. Everyone rotate. There goes the Kroxagor. Let's go take down the... Drop off some zombies in the King Skirmishers.
Empower me. The dead march. Swift as death's wind.
Let's go back and disrupt this formation. They're trying to flank. That's a bold strategy. Let's have the knights go and bother them a bit. Zombies keep being annoying. You keep going after these Saurus Spears that are in your way. Now we switched from Spirit Leech mode to summoning zombies mode. Get ready. Go ahead and drop in some more zombies right here. And have Nagash land with them. Only in life will they see. Destroy them. Virion. Hang out. Vargo will fall behind. Knights destroy these Saurus Spears. What have you leave? Indeed. Look at how well the Legion's doing. Alright, push these guys through. Gonna have the Marchlight Lanterns come over themselves. Try to heal our own guys here. So save the day, go ahead and have these knights pulled back.
I serve me.
I serve me.
Suffer death. Witness true power.
The knights on out of there for a moment. We've got these guys good and surrounded. Archers. Let's focus fire, and the Saurus Warriors not yet in combat. Saurus are done. Bring these knights in to go after those skirmishers. You guys take down these Saurus Spears. We get heals on the other side, so let's get over there. Come on, Manfred, let's go. Spearman goes scare off those Saurus Warriors. Actually, let's do that here. Because these archers can all bother this unit at the same time. Broken in the back line, charge in. Knights come on away.
Address me as master.
That's Dr. Professor Patrick to you. Drop the heals.
I'm dead for all.
heal as many of the zombies as we can. Then good old Manfred drop in here.
The mortals.
And Varian summon in some, where did those Reapers come from? I'm sorry, what? Is that from the Blood Beasts? Where did they come from? Vigor Mortis, Marshlight Lanterns, the last Sure, the Reapers showed up at the end there. Works for me. We've got plenty of lizards to run on down, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, it gives us a close victory somehow. Sure, we lost 132 to their 1,400 of Saurus. And we get a close victory. Golden Sword goes to our Black Knights. Well done, lads. We shall take the gold. Finally, in some proper positive income now. Ruby Ring of Ruin and a Restless Spirit. 2 additional control for Restless Spirits. Interesting.
Impress me.
Arkin, or Manfred, will have you drop into.
To the shadows.
Is it just a little Sylvanian town? Yeah, just a little pop-up. Let's go ahead and upgrade his Domain of the Dead then, and give him his retinue. You know, Manfred definitely has earned it. An army of nothing but Mangler Squigs. And we have the counter. We've got zombies and we have single entities. Alec, you keep doing your thing, and then we'll see about getting another... Oh, we can't quite recruit another one, can we? Gift of Oblivion. Undeath Resurgent. 24 additional melee defense. Wherever the Morghast fought, they brought the Gift of Oblivion. Morghast had no command of sorcery, but so suffused with death magic were they that their mere presence urged the dead to rise. It also made them faster, and hit like trucks. The Dread King has successfully driven them off. But no one's in the immediate area to take down. So we'll drop back into an ambush and see if we can't do the same thing here with Suitsburg. Just make the Greenskins think there's no one there. No one here but us scarabs. Arkin, you actually have probably earned... Let's go 5 zombies, Screaming Skull Catapult, and a couple of archers. Yeah, so nothing but archers. Your job is to hold Death Gorge and then later Morgheim, so the places of power will be the charge of Arkin. We also need to start claiming the mountains here for more warpstone mines. All in due time. Waits Wurzag himself come to fight. Unfortunately, we've already defeated you once, and I'm happy to just auto-resolve your poor cheeks. See you later, sir. Green Prophet humiliated once more. Stole a standard of discipline, and we've got ourselves a new corpse caravan. And Manfred now also has more resistances. Excellent. Manfred, do you have yourself a corpse caravan yet? You do. Nagash does. Arkin does not. That may have been what was stolen from us. Yeah, give me that corpse caravan. Excellent. You also have a talisman. And not so worried about it. Skills for Arkin, we shall make you have a martial prowess for yourself, more armor and melee defense. Alright, so Thorek himself wants to come fight, see, that'll be a good battle.
Don't be a wazzock.
Oh, maybe not. Don't be a Wazik, you say. Here, let me show you something, bud.
Your sleep grows strong.
Sneaky, sneaky undead. Yes, once again, Kasabar completely undefended. Go for it, fool. We need to claim Numas, which I think I'll just go ahead and raise up another lord here. We'll grab, we can have so many of them. So we'll just bring Thutmose back and have him go yoink Numas for us.
Yes, you will be rewarded.
I sure hope so. I raised you from the dead, after all. Oh, Jenkins.
Never!
Jenkins and Mugga. No, I think we just be extremely overconfident and charge straight at him. Let's go ahead and give the Dread King the Bone Colossus. I like having our zombies as front lines, so we'll just go ahead and start replacing the archers. Don't really make sense for his army. Bone Colossus, welcome. Let's go smush us some greenskins. That was the city proper. Bring everyone else in by default. We'll do another quick save here and restart up our recording. Alright, we return. Let's destroy us some rather large squad of greenskins. What's the map look like? Ooh, open desert field. Or I guess desert plains, I don't know what you would call this. Sea of sand. It goes our way. Alright, so here's the main army. The reinforcements are coming in from beside us here. Okay. So that means we will want to then... I want to use the terrain here to our advantage. Also interested to see. He's an idol of Gork, but transformed in an amazing way and has some poor guy stabbed to his front. Walking mausoleum he is. Not bad damage. Wall breaker, flaming attacks. Does not have much ammunition though. Alright, let's bring in the boys. So we want javelins up front. Royal Peltas also up front. Move our boat apart a little bit. We're going to go ahead and have some of the pikemen in the center behind. Like doing the hoplites proper here and here. I tend to put the zombies immediately in front and then just kind of push this group a bit further up. Good armored core, and then we'll have the pikemen here. Royal guards here. It feels like we're missing some infantry. Yeah, that it does. Oh, well, here's what we're doing different. The hoplites to be on this side. Like so. See, that looks way better. There we go. The javelins can then retreat behind the hoplites, which is a much more safe zone to retreat behind. Elite cavalry, which we're going to send out this way. Excellent. More gas. Dread King. You guys are going to go hunting for Mugga. Single entities altogether are elite infantry and otherwise. Missile troops. Right then, lads. Let's get to it. He's a big, noisy boy. These kind of remind me of the walking mausoleums from Elden Ring. Just much more offensive. I'll have you go off of Fire Will, because I think any shots are going to just completely miss. Just send the Morghast over the top after the Goblin Bolt Throwers. Pestilential Breath, Soul Stealer. Look at Gaze of Nagash. Hold this for me, buddy. Speed him up. Blast these poor guys to pieces. If we had a Wind of Death, there would just be no Savage Orcs left. Try to obliterate that artillery real quick. Or Mugga. Go ahead and fly on in, we'll get a nice side shot on the Biggins. We'll just fly right here then. Oh, trading blows? We took no damage. Let's see if you like this one back. Here, hold this. That's not so good, is it? Oh, I see the perfect Pestilential Breath spot. Destroy the Biggins. Darkness. Blast him again. Alright, where are those reinforcements? Nowhere near, we're good. Knights, let's go ahead and ride out here and crush these two. Take out the Biggins. Let's go ahead and obliterate this poor, unfortunate Great Shaman now. Minotaurs can be summoned here. Go get them, bull boys. Give them 40 additional melee attacks. They're up to 90. Oh, yeah, fool me. Skirmisher tactics are clever. Not that clever, though. Sure, he's going nowhere. Chase them all the way off the map if you have to. I've got a plan for catching them. Oh, just kidding. They tried to turn, and that was the end. Elephant, let's go ahead and head this way. Just try to be obnoxious. Have the Dread King go hunt down the Lava Riders. Blast them and charge them. Here comes the next squad. They are all disorganized. And you can go hunting for his name is Jenkins? You judging me? And they're going nowhere. Bone boys start throwing yours towards... Wait. Let them clump up a bit. Forecast blasting on through. These guys should just run off the side. Knights go pursue. Zombies go be obnoxious yourselves. Skeletal Elephant, just go ahead and run alongside these poor Savage Orcs here. Spear as many as you can. It's target practice time. I'm gonna go Dance Macabre here. Try to speed them up. Oh, that's why I could have caught the spiders, too. Yeah, it's 42-30 on those zombies. What are you gonna do about it? Those are the toughest zombies around. Let's go Pestilential Breath over here. I love that the Orc War boss is probably over there crying. The Orc and Mork can't save you, sir. Take out these pump wagons. That seems like a good use of your skills. gonna go ahead and summon in some zombies just up front to be disruptive. Same thing here on our way through. Just be obnoxious. Knights, come back through yourselves. Go run over these gobbos. Javelins start chucking. Let them move in with a quickness. Boost the power here. Do the same on this side. Hoplites! Hoplites! Purple haze. Well, I mean, that's going pretty well for us. You guys get back in position. Javelins, you do the same. Pikemen, that is. Come on, round archers, get ready for this upcoming squad. Morghast obliterated their lord. Let's go for pestilential breath here on these air boys. Now, is that a boar boy charge? It is indeed. Can't even see the unit. Some of the boys can use some heals. We'll go ahead and drop those off. Get into the middle there and use your detonation. Sitting here is fine too, I guess. Skeletons hunt down to this more unfortunate loon. Pikemen push through. They do get a charge with the Peltosts. We do absorb it pretty well. Murderous Knights, where are you two at? We get out of this frontal position here. We've lost a little bit of our cohesion. Power them up. Yeah, no, I think the orcs are done for. Such glorious battles we get here with the Legions of Nagash. Absolutely 15 out of 10 would recommend. As long as your PC can handle it. And for what it seems so far, just dial back the graphic settings a little bit. It seems like it's handling things for now. Of course, we'll knock on some wood to not jinx things. I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, the Dread King just puts in so much work. That's 8,000 more to our treasury, so we're finally starting to generate some cash, and I think it's time to start getting the next Mortarks as well. We'll loot and occupy the Plain of Tuskers. We need to push back the Green Tide. You say a big hatter? Oh, it did, a big hatter. These magnificent hats are a visual proclamation of eternal dominion, reminding all of them who behold them of their indomitable force their wearers have become. That and a great big obelisk. And upkeep production minus 25% is insane. Yeah, we get rid of the Ravenous Dead for zombies, and although that's incredible. I think the Mummy Embalmer is not as good. But Ravenous Dead is just, it's too strong. So upkeep minus 25%, is that just for himself? Even if so, I think that's entirely fine. We'll give you the Ravenous Dead, and we'll give the other Big Hatter over here to Nagash. I think we got two of them. Indeed. Nagash now costs much less. The rest of this here, not worth it in the slightest. For the Dread King, though. Give you the Black Petiopt for even more magic. Let's go Wind of Death, even though it has taken a little bit of a hit. And then we'll go with Lore Master, Lore of Vampires to drop how long it takes to regain those, and also drop how much they cost too. Blade Shield for Ammos. And the Nagash gets... Alright, brother. Nice and loud. Hand of Nagash gets Beguile, so he doesn't take damage as quickly.
Thine right is mine.
All is mine for Manfred into a Lightning Strike. And excellent. That's the Dread King. We take this up to Undeath Ascendant, gives us access to 99 additional Javelin Men. Alright then. Or the Mortarch Legion Tier 2 gives us the more elephants, which I think 2 to 4 elephants sounds fair for the Dread King. Let's wait there for now.
Soon
Both that most of the same turn. Kaliki needs to move. And like that, we've got plenty of cash. Up to tier 5, so let's go ahead and grab melee attack and defense when defending. Or what's the other side there? Armor when defending. Don't think we need either of those. Let's go ahead and keep upgrading the height of the Black Obelisk. Death Gorge gets all of its buildings upgraded. Arkin. Black Tower. You make sure to tell everyone at every opportunity.
Yes.
Manfred over here being sneaky. Although we could kind of just have him set up in Kosovar and build up with the cash we have right now. We can either choose Red King up to tier 5 or Manfred. Oh, Manfred has nothing going on. Whoops. Ever leaving.
I grow impatient.
I think the Dread King is keen on going out for milk and bread. Probably never coming home. We can recruit up some Lance Knights. Let's do that. 2 of you for some Lance Knights. Sudenburg. We can take up the wine to the next tier. Sounds perfect. The Plain of Tuskers. We shall repair. I do love that we get bloated corpses for the floating dead. That is incredible. So incredible. Alright, what other kind of building upgrades we have? I mean, I don't really mind giving him access to the Mortuary Cult, so we have even more armor. Seems like a good pickup. Excellent, we've got more commandments to pass out down here in the land of dervishes. Let's go Soul Harvest. And we shall pass the turn up here with Nagash. How long do we have to wait before we're out and fighting again? 2 more turns on him. Unfortunate, but as soon as he's out and moving around again, everyone is doomed. Several abominations are gone. We've got Grievous. So Nagash has now split his arms into 4 and developed a deep distaste for Kenobi. There's another Morghast Archive for us, especially for someone as untrustworthy as Manfred there. So Scarbrand's back with nothing but warriors. I mean, fair play. There's nothing I can do about that one. Where's my Nagash? I guess the Chamber of Urns is where the Spirit Urns and everything come in from. Karen Rays and Spell Specters and such. Alright. Well, I think like that, we're gonna run out of time for today. Thorak, where are you going?
What?
Excuse me? You cheeky rat. I'm gonna go blow up Qatar. Be right back. Alright, well that's gonna be all the time I've got for today. We're gonna send Thutmose over to colonize Dumas. But thank you all so much for stopping by today's Legions of Nagash campaign. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the subathon, and I'll see you all in the next one.